How's it, guys? And welcome back to my FPL channel. First, I just want to say apologies for not having a Game Week 6 preview. I was sick last weekend, so I didn't produce any videos for it. It wasn't a bad game week. Let me go to my Game Week 5 firstly to just sum up because I didn't have the Game Week 5 review. I ended up with 62 points, which was above the average of 47. Um, I didn't make any transfers. I just banked my transfer, and it actually turned out to be a good week, mainly due to Fraser picking up. I think he picked up 2 goals and then 1 assist. He was definitely the star of my game week. As you can see, there wasn't that many points except for one Basaka with 9. Who came in for Mendy actually, who missed out. That was a surprise. And then I captained Aguero and he got 7 points. So that doubled, obviously. Zaha also got a goal, but otherwise you can see Alonso, Pickford, Robbo, Bernardo Silva, Mane, Walcott, Salah all got 2 or 3 points, or even 1. So it wasn't the best game week, but luckily I was saved by Fraser. And I think this game week I took a little bit of a drop in rank. I went from about 50k to about 52k. And then going on to this game week, I got 71 points. The average was 52, so it was a lot better than the game week average. And that has seen me rise to about 22k in the world, which is pretty decent. It was basically down to Bernardo Silva picking up a goal and an assist. And the 3 bonus points, I believe, or 2 bonus points, I think. Yeah, I got 3 bonus points. And then my defense was absolutely stacked this game week. I had to transfer out Mendy. Some people have decided to just bank on him returning this game week. But I was fine with bringing in Trippier because he does have a couple of good fixtures coming up, the likes of Huddersfield and Cardiff. Obviously, you do have the worry of the rotation, but Trippier to me seems to be one of their best defenders, so I don't know why he would not be starting. Mendy has Brighton this game week, but then he has Liverpool, so I was prepared to transfer him out and gain that extra 2 mil I made on him, or 0.2 mil. So let's start off with Schmeichel. I decided to take out Pickford because he was just not doing anything for me, and I saw Leicester's fixtures are quite decent. Obviously, the Arsenal fixture away isn't ideal, but the rest are pretty good. So I'm basically just gonna set and forget him until I do end up using my wild card to transfer him out. And then Trippier returned 4 points. This was probably the worst of the weekend because Spurs conceded in the 93rd minute. But I did read on Twitter that apparently they didn't deserve the clean sheet anyway. So yeah, so maybe it was karma. So he ended up dropping by 6 points. He was on, I think, 2 bonus points and then the 4 from the clean sheet, so he would have had 10. But as I said, he does have some nice upcoming fixtures, so I'm not really worried. Alonso got the clean sheet in that West Ham 0-0, which I was actually very glad about, as I do not own Hazard, so I was happy that he ended up blanking. But Alonso with the clean sheet, nothing too special. Robertson with the clean sheet. As you can see, I do support Liverpool, and Southampton didn't really do much. So it was kind of a comfortable clean sheet for Robertson, and he did return 1 bonus point. And then the must own, I believe, and the 4 million gold pit. Aaron Wan-Bissaka returning 9 points again. All 3 bonus points for the second game week in a row. And he's just, I don't know, just a value for money. He's like the best player. And then obviously I talked about Bernardo Silva scoring the 1 goal and 1 assist. He played very well. I'm happy that I stuck with him. Obviously I've owned him since game week 1, And as you can see, he had 2, 1, and 3, so 14 was a nice reward for keeping him. I know a lot of people sold him. Salah, my captain, with 8 points. I was happy that he ended up scoring. He did score another one, but it was judged to be offside. But then I didn't really think he was offside, so that's a disappointment because I think he would have doubled his score. But not a bad option actually. I think Kane was out of the top most captained players. Kane was the best performing, but Salah with 8 points wasn't bad. Better than Aguero, who was my vice captain. Mane with just the 3 points and Fraser with the two. Bournemouth were a little bit worrying. They got smashed by Burnley, and Burnley were, if I remember correctly, the lowest scoring team in the Premier League. So it's not the best result, but luckily I didn't own a Bournemouth defender. Aguero with 6 points with the goal. It was a very well taken goal. And it's a little bit disappointing because they ended up winning 5-0 and Aguero only got one goal. So, but at least he played 60 minutes, I guess. And then Zaha with he also blanked the Newcastle game. I saw the Sacco miss. Luckily it wasn't the Zaha miss because otherwise they would have hurt. And then obviously just Walcott with the 2 points, and then these two players are just bench fodder. So yeah, 71 points, and then I am 22k overall, which I'm very happy with. In terms of the preview for game week 7, um, the bad thing is that I have Chelsea and Liverpool players playing against each other, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. I'm definitely going to be keeping Salah and Mane probably. It's the same thing if you had Hazard. You're not going to transfer him out for this fixture, and I do think Liverpool have looked better than Chelsea. So I think that Liverpool will hopefully get a result. Probably will be a draw, but um, hopefully Salah and Mane can get some returns. I'm going to play Alonso because he is just so attacking that, and he's on free kicks sometimes, and he's just so attacking that he's basically like a Chelsea attacker. And then I'm just going to hold Robertson because he occasionally does put in the good cross, as you saw on the weekend. I think no, it was the PSG game for the Champions League. He put in a good cross for Sturridge. And then obviously Trippier has Huddersfield, which is a great fixture, and Schmeichel has Newcastle. And Newcastle seems to be the 0-0 result. Every weekend they're just getting 0-0, so hopefully he can keep a clean sheet there. Then I'm just going to have to hope that Bernardo Silva and Aguero play. Pep Roulette has kind of hit FPL quite a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with maybe just leaving them. What seems to happen is whoever plays for 60 minutes, and then there are subs. So 30 minutes in this Man City side is not bad because they probably will get a goal in the end. And then obviously Fraser has Crystal Palace, it's not a bad fixture. Hopefully they can do something at home. And then Walcott has Fulham. If I am going to be making a transfer, it's probably going to be Walcott. I'll talk about that a little bit later though. And then my captain will be Aguero vs Brighton, as that is a good fixture. And then Zaha has Bournemouth, which is not a bad fixture either. Wan-Bissaka on the bench, I don't know if I'm going to. I might bring him on for either Alonso or Robertson, just depending who I'm feeling on benching. But I do think Bournemouth will score, so unless I'm putting him on for attacking returns, I don't really know. And then these two bench players are causing a little bit of like nonsense in my team. Kamara dropped in price last night, 4.4, so it's a little bit annoying. And then Peltier dropped to 3.9, and then he looks like he's going to drop again. So I'm just losing value on these two players. So what I'm thinking of doing is I have 2 mil in the bank, so I might transfer Peltier to Bennett from Wolves, as I can afford that move. The other transfer I might make is Walcott to either Richarlison or Madison. In my previous video, I talked about transferring out Walcott for Madison, and I wish I did that because he's ended up scoring 2 goals and Walcott has done nothing. So, yeah. But otherwise, that's basically going to wrap up the video. that's all my plans for this coming game week. I'm going to wait for the League Cup games to occur, um, and then take it from there. Hopefully, there's no injuries or anything. And then the one thing I also want to add is that I still do have my wild card. I've actually been quite happy because a lot of people have used their wild card. And I know last game week a lot of people were in the 70s, but 62 is not that bad of a score for not using the wild card. And now I've went and scored 71. So it's actually paid off for me not using my wild card because my team probably wouldn't have done this as well. Um, in terms of when to use it, I don't really know because after the Chelsea Man City game, we have another international break. And then, the majority of my team's Liverpool players, so they've got a nice run of fixtures then. The thing is, your wild card squad has to last you till the 20th of the game week 20, and we are only in game week 6 right now. So there's still a lot of games to play before I get that second wild card. So I'm trying to delay it as much as possible because then my plan is to use it in the second half quite late when there's the double game weeks, and then I wild card and bench boost the game week after. So you kind of try and get your maximum points there. But other than that, that's going to wrap up the video. Ended up scoring a nice 22,000 overall rank, which I'm proud about.